Next on the new Mike Hammer. Your mother was Marcy Markham, right?
Yeah. She said if I ever got into trouble, I should look up my father.
I wish you had.
I did.
What is that stuff? Pesticide? Hey.
He accuses me of wasting Tommy, and now he's saying I'm trying to kill you?
You can't handle me being with him.
Have you lost your mind?
Believe me, if my daughter dies, I'll be a raving lunatic, pal.
Janice and Jimmy and Sid, Keith and Dennis. Tommy's with them now. But I don't think an eternal gig with the legends was what Tommy Bartlett had in mind when he put that needle in his arm. Why are all these bright, gifted people so foolish? What is it that takes hold?
We hear you know some new lyrics, love.
What?
The ones Tommy Bartlett sang when he called you in London.
Quick! Let's go!
Excuse, but I'm having fair.
Those guys are gonna kill me! Come on, let's go! Quick!
Not to be worried. Police station is being very close by.
Take me to 4100 10th Avenue.
The last I'd heard from Velda, she was heading back to Italy with the French tennis pro she had in San Remo. This week's temp was terrific, had all the skills, but it was one secretary I wouldn't want sitting on my lap.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time flushing Kong out of rice patties. Then I walked right into Cameron Bay.
Yeah. Well, not many of us walked out. I was with the Special Forces. I hit the Tet Offensive along with the 1st Marine Division. How'd you get into this racket?
One of Charlie's booby traps blew me clear back to Saigon. I ended up jockeying a desk at HQ. Stayed with it after I mustered out.
Oh, we're lucky we got home in one piece.
You got that right.
Yeah, you got the job. I didn't know Nick Stryker long, but I liked him, and I was sorry to see him go. The girl with the painted face and striped hair told me her name was Jamie Jinks. The name suited her.
I never saw them before. They were English, though.
Tell me something about the car they were driving. License plate, make, color.
It was gray. I think. I don't remember anything else.
What'd you talk about?
They asked me about Tommy Bartlett. This is something to do with him.
Who's Tommy Bartlett?
He was a drummer with a band called Snowblind. We went to music and art together.
Yeah, you OD'd last week in London. Mainlined enough blow to knock down a rhino.
No way. He wasn't a user.
Oh, come on.
He wasn't! We were there doing a World Health benefit. He called me to say that something weird was going down, and then he made this funny noise and the line went dead. But I am telling you, he didn't OD.
Did you discuss this with anyone in London?
Yes, of course I did. The police there didn't believe me either. Those guys who were after me, they killed Tommy.
And you have no idea why?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Come on, I'll take you back to the hotel.
Mike, I'm gonna need an address and a phone number.
I live in New Mexico now, but I'm staying at the Ashford. My band's doing the World Health benefit at the Embassy Hall this weekend.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Scared to death. Can I hire you?
You already have. Listen, how did you manage to barge into my office?
Well, I saw your sign in the window. And when those guys caught up with the taxi, the driver panicked, forced me to get out. So I ran a couple of blocks, and there you were.
Yeah.
Hey, can I stay at your place tonight?
Oh, I think you'd be a lot more comfortable in your own hotel.
No, it's a zoo. Every band in the world is staying there at the moment, and I'm not into partying. Got someone coming over, huh?
No. I'm not into partying tonight myself.
Well, great. I'll sleep on the sofa.
Okay, but it's not the Hotel Ashford. What are you doing? I thought Gabriel blew his horn and blasted me back into the 60s.
Not your kind of music, huh?
I'm not into migraines, thanks.
Why'd you buy the album, then?
I didn't. The lady who wrote the song gave it to me.
You knew Marcy Markham?
Oh, we lived together for a while. That was a lot of years ago.
What was she like?
Stubborn, intelligent. It was a match made in hell. And she made lousy coffee.
Don't like cinnamon?
Only in chewing gum.
Oh, I better get a move on. I have to be at the theater in half an hour.
What is that stuff? Pesticide? Hey.
I'll get it out here.
All right, that's good out there. Open up the ones down on Nigel and Holly now. Now open that one up. Can we start to crank up these amplifiers here? Right down here. All right, that's fine. John, go on.
Jamie, I've been worried sick about you. Where the hell have you been?
She's been with me. She had a run-in with a couple of gravediggers in the cemetery yesterday.
I know, a couple of cops came over to the hotel last night. You know, you could have called.
I'm sorry. I just needed to be alone for a while. This is my camera. He's a private investigator. I've hired him to protect me.
I'm Graham Richardson. I promote these concerts.
How you doing? Listen, Adam, he's upstairs. You talked to him about the Bridges interview yet?
No, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Okay.
Will you please get up to the office, John? What is this all about, anyway?
It's about murder.
Go. What?
Yeah. Jamie thinks Tommy Bartlett was wasted. What do you think?
I think he was a jerk who had it all in blue with a needle.
Really? I heard he was clean.
You know, I didn't know him all that well. Why don't you talk to Nigel, the rest of the guys in the band? They knew him better than I did, okay?
I don't know about this. I mean, Dean Bridges would do a hatchet job on the Pope. Maybe I should cancel the interview.
Oh, no, the Dean Bridges show is hot. It's great PR. Don't worry, you'll have everything you need to handle them. How much each concert's raised, how the money's been distributed, right down to the last nickel and dime.
Adam, the man is a slime. I mean, he puts words into your mouth, he twists what you say. How do you think he gets such high ratings?
Hey, come on, you're gonna do fine. I know you will.
It's tomorrow. I don't have much time.
Plenty of time. Dollars and cents, that's the easiest part. That's what business managers are for.
Thanks.
The jinx is right, Emma. Tommy didn't use no cocaine. He was clean as my mother's floors.
Sure. And he named his group Snowblind after his favorite ski resort. Come on. Listen, somebody killed Tommy, and now they're coming after Jamie. Who knows? Maybe you're next.
All right, I'll level with you, but you got to keep it under your hat there. No cops, no media, because if this gets out, it'll ruin our whole bleeding image. Is it a deal?
I don't make deals.
Well, like I said, Tommy didn't use no drugs. None of us do. We're all drunks.
You gotta be drunk to call this music.
Phil, nice. Is this really the strut that Jimi Hendrix was hugging the night he went out?
Yeah, that's right, love. Now watch them claws, eh?
I dropped Jamie at the Ashford and headed uptown. Maybe the cabbie who picked her up had seen something. Cabbies don't exactly flock to cemeteries looking for fares. So the dispatcher had no trouble finding his name on the trip sheets.
Your client?
Yeah, blonde, lots of makeup, wild hair.
Ah, the street walking girl from cemetery. Hey, I didn't put Pinky on her.
What about your foot? Listen, when things got hot, why didn't you just make a beeline for the police instead of booting her out?
I am not booting her. I start making this beeline, but she is insisting no and giving address.
Yeah? You're lying to me, pal. You're gonna wish I was KGB.
Please, I beeline right to something, 10th Avenue.
4100 10th Avenue?
Yeah.
Come on, Jamie, open up. It's Mike.
Hey, okay, I'm coming. Mike, hi, find out anything?
Yeah. I found out you lied to me. You gave that cabbie my address. You lied to me. Don't give me that look. Now, listen, you tell me why you lied to me, or I'm off the case. You got it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
Oh, really?
Jamie, if I wanted to take a shower by myself, I would...
Oh, nice timing, Hammer. Listen, why don't you put this on hold until the two of you can be alone, huh?
Sure, no problem, pal.
Hey! Hey, what? Let him go! What? How would you do that?
What are you talking about? It was his idea.
My mother was right. You are a jerk.
Your mother?
Yeah, the one who gave you migraines.
Wait a minute. Your mother was Marcy Markham, right?
Yeah. She said if I ever got into trouble, I should look up my father.
I wish you had.
I did.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. This supercharged bundle of makeup and hair dye had just said I was her father. I had a daughter once, and I lost her. I wasn't ready to go through it again. Wait a minute. We have got some things to talk about.
Don't try your bully tactics on me, Hammer.
Hey, I want some answers.
Take a hike.
Jamie? Jamie! Open the door! Oh, please open the door, Jamie!
Jamie, is Marcy the reason you lied to me?
You said you were off the case, remember? It's none of your business.
Hey, my daughter is my business, if you're my daughter.
Who'd make that up? Look, why don't you just get out and send me a bill, okay?
Listen, why are you being so cocky? Somebody out there is trying to kill you.
Look, Dad, you're not the only PI in town. I'll find someone else.
Jamie. Wait a minute. Slow down, will you? I want to talk to you.
Leave me alone.
You've got your mother's temper, you know that?
Well, you bring it out in me.
You don't want to talk to about her, do you? How come? Hey, where is she?
Well, why the sudden interest?
I'd like to ask her a couple of things. Like why she never told me about you.
You really want to know where she is?
Yeah.
She's dead.
Sorry, dear. How did she die?
You really care?
As a matter of fact, I do. Why didn't you tell me who you were? Why did it take you all these years to look me up?
Because I didn't need you until last night. Look, I grew up in London. We didn't move back until I was 14.
That wasn't exactly yesterday.
Well, Mum didn't exactly say you were easy to get along with.
Hey, she was no bundle of sugar and spice herself. But I loved her.
You ran out on her. Probably run out on me, too.
You've got that the wrong way around.
She said you'd deny it.
Give me a break, will you?
Give me a reason why.
Hey! Oh.
It was a hell of a family reunion. 2 attempts on my daughter's life in less than 24 hours. And I still didn't even know when her birthday was.
The shooter was DOA at Bellevue. Carried a British passport. Anthony Clares. Does it mean anything to you?
Nothing. Never heard of him.
But they were the same 2 yo-yos who killed the guy who worked in my office.
Must have had a temporary work permit.
To be a hitman? How did he manage that?
Let's find out. Sweetheart, I want you to run these down for me. I want to know who he was working for.
Right away, Captain.
Somebody want to take that hooker to lockup before she hangs a shingle out here?
Hang on a second. I'll take care of it. Larry, what's that old-fashioned expression that every hooker is someone's daughter?
Uh-huh. And potential health hazard.
Well, this young lady happens to be Mike Hammer's daughter.
Hammer, you amaze me. The stories you'll concoct to try and weasel out of prosecution.
Straight from the weasel's mouth. It's no story, Larry. I'd like you to meet my daughter, Jamie. Jamie, special prosecutor and all-around swell guy, Lawrence D. Barrington.
Pleasure.
Pleasure's mine. Really, any hooker of Hammer's is the daughter of... I mean, any daughter of a hooker is a... Excuse me.
Good work, Larry. Okay, according to INS, Claridge was issued a 3-month work permit as a road manager for snowblind.
The trail led right back to Tommy Bartlett's band, the wise guys who claimed they weren't drug users. But something else was eating at me, and I wasn't handling it too well.
What's the matter? You didn't say a word all the way over here. Come on, what's bugging you? Mom used to do this all the time. I hated it.
So did I.
Well, then spit it out.
Okay. That's twice that somebody's taken you for a hooker. Now, why don't you just scrape the paint off your face, run a rake through that mop, and be a little less of a weirdo?
Because I like it this way.
You really think it's attractive, huh?
Boy, you're really making up for lost time, aren't you?
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
You're beginning to sound like a father.
I am? Huh.
Hello, Emma. I didn't think you'd become such a big fan.
I'll bet. Somebody tried to kill us today, Nigel. I don't like that. Somebody who was working for you.
What? You're bloody mad.
You noticed. The creep's name was Claridge. Anthony Claridge.
Hey, Nigel, I don't think he's mad. I think he's high. Be nice to him.
Yeah, maybe he'll turn us on to his connection, or maybe he'll just turn us on.
Hey,
Wonder if I can hit this thing out of the bleachers, huh?
Hey, no, come on, look, that straight costs a fortune. Jimi Hendrix played his last gig on it.
Yeah? So are you, pal, unless you tell me why you sent Claridge and his buddy to take us out.
Hey, look, you're picking at a busted string, Emma. I don't hire the roadies, Graham does.
Yeah? Does he buy the guitars, too? Because you're going to need one.
Look, I'm playing it straight. The first time I laid eyes on the bloke was at Heathrow when we was coming over. He is a road manager for me band, but he works for Graham.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never remember all this.
You don't have to. Use those numbers during the interview. Let the audience see them. They'll make Bridges think twice about not taking you seriously.
Will you be there?
Haven't I always?
I had nothing to do with this, Hammer.
Stop it!
Ever tried singing through a wired jaw, pal? Don't worry, you can always hum.
Stop it!
Come on! Come on!
Man's gone south. He accuses me of wasting Tommy, and now he's saying I'm trying to kill you.
Are you crazy? He doesn't have a violent bone in his body.
Listen, Jamie, that's why he hired those roadies to kill us.
Wait a minute. I know why you're trying to hang this on him. You can't handle me being with him, can you? Can you?
No, I can't.
He loves me. He takes care of me. Oh, God. Get out of my life. Stay out of it.
Take it easy. It's all right, you take it easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it, but it's not enough. Look, I know what we agree, but this P.I. Hammer's pushing hard, real hard. And it's gonna cost you double to keep me from going to the coppers about Tommy. You got that? We're all right.
We got what?
What else could he do? I got him by the short ones, ain't I? And he knows it. Blackmail.
Ooh, blackmail. Such a lovely word. So medieval, you know? Makes me think of torture racks, whips, and chains.
Hey, what's this?
Guess he hasn't heard, love.
You just got a gig with your chum, Tommy. You can forget about going to the cops now.
Every time you think you have things right where you want them, they seem to slip away. And Nigel Humphreys confirmed it.
Any idea who took him out?
Yeah, I picked up a package at the front desk on his way in. Clerk said he was with a groupie.
Well, Graham Richardson hired the roadies. Maybe he recruited the groupies, too.
What are you doing here, Hammer?
Representing my client.
Well, that makes two of us. The mayor does not want this to tarnish the image of our fair city, and Mr. Richardson here has generously agreed to help keep the media at bay.
Well, regular P.T. Barnum. Nice going, Larry.
What does that mean?
It means you just made a deal with our primary suspect.
What?
That's right.
You know, I'm getting real tired of these accusations.
3 homicides in 24 hours, pal, and you're connected to every single one of them.
And so are you.
Listen, Larry, somebody's taking pot shots at my daughter. I've already lost one. I'm not going to lose another one.
You got a hell of a track record, Hammer. Jamie should find it real comforting.
You son of a...
Mike!
Come on, forget about him.
Wish there was some way I could bust that yo-yo.
I could haul him in for questioning. It'd help if Jamie could press charges.
Oh, forget it. She's in love with him.
With Graham Richardson?
You heard me.
Still think you should run it by her. Where is she?
She's doing the Dean Bridges show.
That's big time. Let's turn it on.
Now, I want to be clear on this point, Jamie. The performers paid their own expenses to London.
That's what I said.
My sources say otherwise.
Of course. Why else would you buy information from him?
Because they're highly reliable.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, Mr. Bridges. These computer runs aren't.
That is very impressive, Jamie.
What are you grinning at?
I was just thinking how proud I'd be if that were my kid.
Yeah? I feel lousy.
I'm not sure I know what you...
Jamie doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. Every time I get around this guy, I just want to deck him. I can't help it. I know I should listen to his side of the story, but, Pat, I just don't trust him. I mean, the guy wears a ponytail. My daughter is in love with a horse's ass.
Hey, my niece is dating an earring. That's the way kids are nowadays.
Kids? He's as old as I am.
I get it.
I guess I didn't handle it too well.
Mike, you're still not handling it very well. Tell you what you do. Get on over there, talk to her. I'll keep an eye on Ponytail.
Yeah?
Well, that's very interesting, and I can certainly understand that. But, Jamie, by your own count, World Health Concerts has raised well over $25 million.
Right.
I'm told that $4.75 million is unaccounted for.
I'm afraid you've been misinformed, Mr. Bridges. I have a complete accounting right here.
Well, these figures were generated by whom?
By-
By Mr. Richardson, by Mr. Simon, the very same people who might
The
be...
very same people who donated their time and talent to help those less fortunate than themselves.
I'm sorry, I might have missed that, but did you say to help themselves to a fortune? We're out of time. I want to thank my guest, Jamie Jinks of Green Lipstick, and one of the co-founders of World Health Concert.
Did you see that stunt he pulled?
Take it easy. You did fine. Just let it go.
Oh, no, this is just the beginning. We're going to get a complete independent audit. Make that turkey eat his words. Told you to stay out of my life.
Jamie, I'm trying to save it.
You'll never convince me that the guy I love would send killers after me.
Yeah, well, whoever sent them paid Nigel a visit, too. He's dead. Somebody tuned his vocal cords with a switchblade.
Oh, my God. Why?
Money, revenge, jealousy, any number of reasons. Personally, I prefer money. Now, Dean Bridges is not my idea of Mr. Nice Guy, but he did his homework. Somebody is ripping off the World Health Organization for millions.
No, it's impossible. Mr. Bridges will be hearing from our attorneys about this.
Since when does a lawsuit stop a knife?
It doesn't. Your dad's right. We could all be in danger.
I don't care. I don't want anything to get in the way of that audit.
Neither do I.
Jamie, I don't want anything to happen to you. Now, I wish you would stop fighting me and let me protect you. Come on, I'm taking you home.
No. I'm taking you home this time.
Jamie and I headed for Riverdale. I was turning off the Cross Bronx Expressway when I began anticipating her directions. The closer we got to the house where she grew up, the more I sensed I was traveling back in time.
I moved out right after Mom died. That was a couple of years ago. I haven't been back since.
Been a lot longer than that for me. 20 years.
Get comfy. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Pretty good.
It's a pretty melody.
She was working on that when she had the accident. As a drunk driver. See that cigarette burn? When she was having trouble composing, she'd say you left your mark on her piano to jinx her.
Jamie Jinx.
That's where I got it.
Well, your mother left her mark on me, too. More than one, believe me. I don't know, we just didn't see eye to eye. She'd say black, I'd say blue. And she'd lose that famous temper of hers, pick up whatever was handy and throw it at me. I'd catch it and throw it right back. We gave new meaning to the term love-hate relationship. I mean, she put cinnamon in my coffee, and I hate cinnamon. And she listened to rock music. I was into Sinatra. I still am. And she was a bleeding heart liberal. She wanted me to go to anti-war protests. Instead, I enlisted and went to Vietnam. And there were times when I was in that stinking jungle that I wondered if she wasn't right. Yeah, I was there about a week. I sent her this picture. Huh. I got a Dear John in return.
I always believed that you left her. I guess she was just trying to protect me.
Well, I can't say that I blame her. I mean, me and Marcy raising a kid, I guess she did the right thing.
That's what I thought, too. But now I'm not so sure.
Well, thanks. Listen, do me a favor, will you? Skip that concert tomorrow.
People are depending on me.
Jamie, it's going to be impossible to protect you.
Oh, and who's going to protect the sick and the hungry? That's what we're doing this for, you know? Look, I started this. I have to stay with it.
You know, I think you inherited more than your mother's temper. And I think she'd be very proud of you. I know I am.
Yeah, okay,
Well, I'll come by later.
Jerry, wait up. Yeah, I got it. Oh, saving up for when he doesn't have to pedal.
Oh, here we go.
How you doing, Jamie?
I'm fine. Thank you, Captain. I'll be backstage. I have to run a sound check before rehearsal.
No.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you. Hope you brought your earplugs.
It's a true test of friendship.
Anything on our boy Nigel?
Kidding? According to Scotland Yard, he's been depositing 10 grand a week in a London bank since the last concert.
10 grand. Not bad pay for a guy who's supposed to be working for free.
Maybe it's his cut of the skin.
No way, Pat. We're talking millions.
Yeah, you're right. More like he was putting the squeeze on the skimmer. A little more hush money.
Maybe he squeezed too hard. We're playing our song.
I love it.
Something tells me it just ain't right. Too many people getting all the time. Put your belly aching, you know.
I got some questions for you, Richardson.
Like what?
Like who's in charge of security tonight?
I am. You got a problem with that?
My problem is with you, pal. I want to make sure that nothing happens to Jamie.
That makes two of us. I love her, Hammer. Do you hear me? I love your daughter. When are you going to get that through your head?
If anything happens to her, you're going to get one of these through your head. Savvy?
Hey, Mike. Easy, baby. Come here.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I got it covered. Look, this is a backstage pass. Get you anywhere you want to go.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, these will do nicely, Reuben.
Bless your filthy mind, love.
These are for Jamie. The boss said her last performance lacked energy.
Well, she'll be electrifying tonight, won't she?
Pat bailed out on the first note. I hung in there while Jamie and her band rehearsed. As a reward, she insisted on taking me to lunch. Thanks again for lunch. It was great. I sure wish you'd let me pick up the tab, though.
Told you lunch is on me. Wait till you see dessert.
Car, sir? It's not mine.
This is a ticket stub you gave me, sir.
I also gave you a blue '66 Mustang.
I'm sorry, sir, but this is your car.
Excuse me, pal. This is a nice set of wheels, but I don't own it.
Do now.
What?
I got tired of fighting my way out of your clunker.
Jamie, you shouldn't have done that. I mean, that's terrific, but I happen to like my car.
Oh, come on. Just drive it for one day. We can come back and pick up your car tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Richie.
You ready, guys? All right, let's go do it. Let's go do it, guys. Ready?
I love you. Good luck.
Yes, sir, for Snowblind. And now it's your turn, ladies and gentlemen. It's the turn for all you Big Apple yuppies and dinks to dig down to those pockets and purses and investment portfolios and give. You gotta give to help others who can't help themselves. You gotta give to save the kids. And you gotta give now. And now, to squeeze a few more greenbacks out of you nice people, we've got Jamie Jinks and green lipstick.
I'll be standing right here.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetheart. Go get him.
Something tells me it just ain't right. Too many people getting all the time. Put your belly aching, you know what you gotta do. Ball and chain strapped across your back. You gotta get moving off this dead end track. I tell you, brother, it's all up to you. You gotta keep on rocking. You gotta keep on rocking. You got a red line to the finish line. You gotta keep on rocking. You gotta keep on rocking. You got a red line to the finish line.
Hold it right there. Grab her. Somebody call an ambulance.
Forget it, pal. I'm sorry, sir. You can't go in.
Look, I'm her father. I just want to know how she is.
I'll tell you as soon as I know. Thank you. Easy.
How you doing? You okay?
I'm going to save you the trouble. Apologies not accepted.
I wasn't about to make one. Listen, who else had access to the cash at the concerts besides you and Adam Simon?
Nobody. Oh, wait a minute. You can't hang this on me, so Adam's next, right?
Simple process of elimination.
Let me tell you something. Adam was much more to Jamie than just a business manager. I mean, like when her mother died, she had nowhere to go. He took her into his house. Why is he going to try to hurt her?
Because he's afraid she can hurt him. Maybe he doesn't know how much Tommy Bartlett told her before the roadie stuck that needle in his arm.
You know something? All of a sudden, none of this seems to matter. None of it. Jamie's the only thing that's important to me. I love her, Hammer. I really do.
I know you do. Well, other people are doing their job. I guess I better do mine.
Good luck.
Same to you, pal. Despite what had happened to Jamie, they went on with the show and went on collecting the money. I called Pat before I left the hospital and promised to wait for him before making my move. But patience has never been one of my virtues when it comes to killers.
Come on, let's get it packed. You got less than an hour to get to JFK. Now deliver the cash, disappear, vanish. Have you got it?
Oh, yeah. That's why God invented Switzerland, you know what I mean?
No names, no faces. Just numbers.
He's stenciled right across your back, Simon.
Hammer, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
Believe me, if my daughter dies, I'll be a raving lunatic, pal.
Yeah, well, I feel terrible about what happened.
Yeah, you're gonna feel a lot worse. 3 murders, 3 consecutive life sentences.
You got no proof.
Really? They gonna take the fall for you?
Hey, Doc.
How's she doing?
Mr. Hammer, she signed herself out about an hour ago.
She what?
She did. She was a very lucky young lady. The current just stunned her. She's fine.
Oh, thank God for that. She say where she was going?
She left with that fellow, the one we treated for the knife wound.
Okay, thanks. I went straight to the Ashford Hotel. The desk clerk told me Jamie had checked out. There was only one other place she might be, but the house in Riverdale was locked up tight. No sign of her anywhere. I drove around the city for a while, then headed for home. Next on the new Mike Hammer. Telegram said Harry Quayle.
Harriet, my friends call me Harry.
I don't even know you. I'll call you Harry, too.
Right there, sweetheart.
You're not going to disappear on me this time.
I'll give you $100,000 to help me find him, mate. You come highly recommended. Where is Mike Hammer?
Mike's been kidnapped, Larry.
You're serious, aren't you?
Every man has his breaking point.
He was my best friend, that's what I'd do.
He is my best friend. For Mike, I'll throw away my badge.